It is a beautiful, crisp, sunny morning this morning, and my husband has to go through a couple things over the next 24 hours, 48 hours, all good things, but we have some prepping to do, so I'm going to assist him, and so I need to make this work in my day. Now, I want to tell you, I quit my job as a certified registered dental hygienist, certified biological registered dental hygienist. Two different things. I only got my biological certification earlier this year, and when I came home, I just had an entire outlook on the system, and so what I decided to do was quit. And I took a month where I actually quit doing my normal business because I have left hygiene before. I quit my normal business, and I've left hygiene about 5 years ago, started my own business, and I was like, I can't focus on multiple things. Again, perimenopausal shit that I didn't realize was perimenopausal because my doctor told me, nope, you're not. Your hormones are fine. So I quit. I quit my career of 30 years again and going back to my business. Now, I had a metaphysical shop. I am an astrologer also, and an oracle, and light worker. That's the language I believe whoever attracted here will understand. I feel like I've been here many lifetimes for different choose your own adventures, and I am currently breaking a curse, basically, that I just didn't get it right the last few times, so I'm going to get it right this time. And I'm really here, I feel like, to show others that anything is achievable, but it's up to you. No one's going to hand it to you. It doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman, anything. It's up to you. Are there factors that hold you back? Yes. But I do believe our mind, neurologically, our mind has a lot to do with that. And if we can keep our frequency from being controlled into our own highest value frequency, we are unstoppable. Yes, I believe in Jesus. He's by my side all the time. But I believe in a lot of other things too, and I've said that for years. So, sidetrack. So I have saved. I have done a lot of things to be able to do this. And again, I've always had money when I needed it. Can't say I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even $100 heir at this point. But I have plenty of resources at this point I borrowed money from my parents about a year and a half ago, and I'm paying them back slowly, but I am. And I can't wait till one day to just sign them a check and cash that karma. So I chosen to take this 75 days to redevelop my inner sense of purpose, which is going back to my dentist, not my dentist, going back to my heart, which is healing, self-expression, love, support, finding pleasure, and enjoying life and not feeling the least bit worried about it. And opulence that we all deserve. And I do. I feel like it's all at our fingertips. I don't think if I gather it, anyone else is not going to have it. I feel like there's a stigma that comes with wealth, and it's easy to convince people of that. And so people become quietly wealthy and do back behind the doors deals and stuff so that they don't offend someone with their smart transactions and their pride. And again, what I'm saying is, the more I embody this sense of working out the flaws in my physical health and doing what feels right on a daily basis, so 8.5 weeks is what I'm giving myself, 75 days. I think that me proving that I can do it, if one person sees it and changes their life or took little pieces of it and it made certain aspects of their life make sense, then that's why I'm here. Now, I learned this over on my tarot channel. I've learned that I've done this through coaching with a few clients. I've had executive clients that were not finding, they were doing it all big balls on the business front, but they just couldn't find their person. And one in particular that I'm thinking about, she actually, she was selling herself so short when it kind of came to her career. And she let her bosses tell her like what she could post on her social media. And she is someone that is very much radiant, a very much fair and sweet person. And she was doing mega business deals for someone who wasn't valuing the fact that she was a big part of that nature, whether it was just passing paper, signing off on things for their boss, or even like organizing like team and staff fun, like all of that stuff she did. And she didn't really get paid for her personality. I tell you what, when there's somebody that's like the fun organizer, people like lowbrow that. But I'm telling you, I'm not showing up if Sandy sits in her cube and eats, ding dongs all day and complains about her husband, is organizing happy. I'm not doing that. I want somebody, I'm not going to that thing. I don't care if they're serving chicken wings, I'm not going. But if I, let's see, but if Tammy Two-Step says that at Tammy Two-Step, she goes line dancing. She started a new hobby recently, and she's been putting her little reels out on all that, and she looks like she's having so much fun. And I don't care if she's like 20 years younger than me. She's like living her best life. She's single. She's got a daughter, and she's organizing fun. I'm going. And as I looked through her astrological chart, I gave her a sense of relief. That is what I do. I am an advisor from the future, and I look at your past, and then I collect it all together to show you maybe shift your frequency a little bit. So I said, you are going to meet someone, clearly. I'm not going to tell you when, but here are some details. I said, is this what you want? And she's like, I feel guilty for saying yes, but yes. And I said, we're meant to work in pairs. She needed to hear that, and I believe it was true for her. You are meant to work in pairs. You need support, emotional support. And yes, this person will have monetary support as well, but you're not going to be the sole breadwinner. Like, you're not going to be, supporting someone who doesn't want to do anything. And she needed to hear that, because every time she would shine, every man that she was with was holding her down. So, and in her mind, holding herself down. Because anytime she felt shame for being beautiful. She felt shame for being, this queen. And so people got away with paying her less to make them money, seeing the light in her, because she would do it. So I said, you're going to have another job interview. I said, you're going to ask for about 30 grand more. I said, you are going to ask for 30 grand more. And she got it. It took like 6 or 7 months, but the fact that I elevated her energy, the fact that she believed in the chart that I was telling her, elevated her so much. She attracted someone, number one. Number two, because she was living in that space of, I'm amazing, I'm not afraid to shine. And anytime somebody told her that you're a little too much, sis, she was like, then you're not in my circle. So she amazingly has a wonderful man right now. Is this her person forever? Now, that's not that's not really something that I say, but it could be a proof of, if you ask, then you shall receive. So she was asking, this is what I need right now to be my best self, to live my best, and to embody. And she was very much also like talking with her higher self. And I think there were times where her higher self was telling her things and she just wasn't listening because she was too busy asking. So that's what I do in my private coaching. So I know I'm going back to that at some point. Right now I'm just doing little readings and helping switch energy. But I am really devoted at this point, shifting my own energy and building my new web, putting product up, because I do have some like physical items that you can purchase, and building systems to not only help inspire others. And I will have free content, I will have subscription content, I'll have, what I would consider value content, and then, moderate, and then luxury experiences. And those will be in group settings. I've already done one and it was amazing and so fun and so enlightening. And, at some point that will happen again. So I have a feeling, so going back to working this back into my days, I just know I've been given this time, and I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm not going to sleep on it, to really master and embody what my source is telling me. And sorry, lawnmowers, welcome to my neighborhood. And I am thrilled to be able to share this in a different space that I don't really care who's watching, although I do, because I want to build a different type of community. And, when I see, I am someone who loves freedom. I don't like to keep a schedule. Anyway, so I am someone, I have this channel, I have my Quantum Magdalene channel, I have the Quantum Hygienist channel, and I have a beauty channel, and I have a travel channel with my husband. And I love all those things, but I do not want to be pigeonholed. And everybody, all of your wealth coaches and manifest, they all do the same. I don't know who came up with the do my 6-week course and all that. I do not want to be pigeonholed into that. I want to honestly show people that, I want to honestly show people that you need to build the way you want to. Now, some people like to have that structure. I don't want to be pigeonholed into doing one of my favorite tarot readers that I watch. She does 26 readings a week. Each one of those readings is like an hour long. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think you have to build that like that. And that, I'm sure that works for her. But I also don't want anyone dependent on watching my channel. I would love it if you could watch, when you have a few minutes, and then you put your phone down and go for a walk, or hang out with your kids, or go make love to your spouse or partner, or whatever. Maybe you just have a lover, just a lover that you take. I would rather you do that than be a slave to a channel or a mystical reading. That's why I talk about working quantumly. Let's shift energy. And I'm shifting my own now. It all makes sense to me. And as soon as I have it figured out, it shifts again. But that's me. That's how I embody the life that I'm living right now. I felt like I had my body in check, and then boom, perimenopause. My body's like, oh, let's sweat right now. But it's 40 degrees out. No, it's not. But your body is 105. It's just not. It's just not. So, but we're gonna keep throwing some periods at you too. Some nice thick periods. So I see my OBGYN once a year, sometimes twice, depending on what I need. I have not started any hormonal therapy or anything. I believe my body and my mind can handle it. However, I definitely do supplementation, and I'm looking at what's going to help. And I believe it'll come from, plants, herbs, and science. But we'll see. But until then, I'm going to keep moving my body to elevate the energy and the fire, to keep going, to figure it out, all of these difficult shifts. So after this, I'm actually going to a yoga class. And yeah, no weight training today, just yoga. So I feel like this is a fit for now. But again, I'm on day 4. So I'm going to strive for day 4. That's what I'm doing. And sometimes it's minute to minute. And sometimes it's hour to hour. And sometimes I'm like, I got this today. So that's where I'm at today. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. And I would love it if you would comment so that this puts this in front of people and make the algorithm work so that we can inspire others. Thank you so much.